Okay, these are the end times indeed. Let's see how our construction worker can manage to survive Rosewood. Well, we're starting in Rosewood on basic apocalyptic settings, with the only changes being that we are going with no respawn, and I'm also taken off the ability to get infected through scratches. We might look at this as cheating. I look at it as me figuring out how to play the game at the same time as talking. All right, here we go. So we're going to pause it right away and get out of these silly windows. So this is our friend Cristina. She is a construction worker who is thin-skinned, a little bit conspicuous. She likes being a bit flashy. She is a slow healer and she has a weak stomach. That being said, she is also dexterous. She does not need a lot of water just because it irritates me to have to refill water bottles all the time. She is outdoorsy. She is crafty and has vehicle knowledge and is organized. My plan is to try and spend a little bit more time delving into the crafting menu, so I thought I would give her a bit of a head start there. She has a proficiency for short blunt, which is always a benefit I find because it's the most common weapon in the game. She is a maintenance focused character, a little bit of carpentry, a little bit of masonry, a little bit of mechanics. I'm hoping to also get into pottery, napping, glass making, etc. She's got fairly standard fitness and strength, and that's about it. So our goals today are, one, to always keep our eyes open for a beret because our girl is stylish and appreciates a nice hat, and to try and secure our starting location a little bit so we can get our feet under us. So let's go. First thing we're going to do is turn down this TV because what? I don't know whose grandmother lived here, but they like listening to the TV high. So we're going to just listen to our life and living here, get a little bit of a bump in carpentry. We just kind of look around a bit in our starting location. I actually like this house. This is a pretty cool house. I like the fact that we've got some storage. Wire strapped shoes better for bike defense. That makes absolutely no sense to me. Nothing in the bathroom. Let's just close these curtains. And we'll close these curtains. And some cooking XP. Honestly, I never really delve into cooking that much. I know I should, and it's best for long term. Ooh, a can opener. That's good to have on ya. Let's get the empty mug for water. We'll just fill that up right now. That way we should... Wait a minute. Water's already off. Awesome. Fantastic. Wouldn't have it any other way. Okay. A little bit of food there. Not bad. See if we can get something that resembles a weapon. Rubber gloves, that's not really gonna work very well. We will take this though, and we will create a... No, we're not ripping it up. We are making a sling bag. And then we're going to equip that for all of our goodies. I'm a bit of a loot goblin, but I'm going to try and resist that inclination as much as possible. We can throw our can opener in there. We're just going to put her ID card there. I don't think anybody's going to be carding her on the way. Let's see what else we got in here. We'll just close curtains as we go. Let's see. Well, we can rip up the long johns anyway. And yes, I know they're good in the winter. We're nowhere near winter. Frankly, I think it is adorable that you think I'm going to live that long. There's never anything good in here. Well, I guess. That's a little bit better than I was normally thinking. We got a radio there. I'd love to be able to read the threatening letter. Okay, we've got tweezers. We are going to attach this to our belt. Okay, we are going to take with us at least one of those needles and some of the thread. Okay, just leave the rest of it there for now. Let's see what else do we got here. Box of tissues, that can come in handy if you ever develop a cold. Pen, perfect. All right, so we are going to close those curtains as this is going to be our room for the time being. And we're going to go down into the basement. Ooh, look at this. Okay, all right. Okay, so we're going to put on the dust mask. That way I don't forget to put it on whenever we are around all of the undead. All right, okay. There we go. Paint. Box of nails. Oh my goodness. All right. We may end up staying here. Okay, we're going to take the club rat. Oh, I do love a garden fork. Okay, we're going to put that on our back. I've got a bit of a weak spot whenever it comes to spears. Ooh, maintenance 1 and welder mask. I swear I left the loot on default. I really did. I have no idea how we managed to luck out this much. The RNG gods must be with us today. Wow. Okay. Alright, I guess we're going to be playing around with some metalworking. Watch me die like 2 minutes into this. Alright. Let's go outside. See what we're doing. What we're dealing with. Now, I did leave it on urban focused. I've heard that that's a little bit of a mistake at times if you're planning on being in the cities. Oh, okay. There is our first couple of victims. Okay. Come here, Mr. Zombie. Or Miss Zombie. Okay, that's one. Alright, come on. Let's go. There's one problem with random speeds. Is that they don't all get to you whenever you think they're going to get to you. Okay. Alright. There's our next girl. Do you have a watch for me? No, you don't. It's always a good idea to clear your area. See what we got here. That's crazy. Ooh, smithing hammer. That's fun. Alright, what do you got in there? Okay, alright, I see you. I'm going to take the pocket knife. And yeah, I know this is my own garage. I can come back here anytime. All right, we're going to switch over to the hiking boots and the hiking backpack. Oh my goodness. Okay. I have no idea how we managed to get this lucky. I am not going to question it though. We're not going to bother with that. Okay. Let's go. I don't know. Maybe we were a prepper before. Do you think we were a prepper before? That could be it. I always check the mailboxes because I have found the generator mag in there before. So let's work on trying to get our immediate area a little bit cleared. All right. And see if we can actually find a watch. Keeping an eye out behind us just to make sure that none of them are sneaking up on us. Nope, still no watch. All right. I set the zombie respawn down to only 100 hours. That way I got a little bit of time to come back and grab items. But I don't need to worry about them taking up a whole bunch of space. Ah, digital watch. Perfect. We're going to wear that on our left wrist. And no alarm is set. Aw, look at that. We found a D&D box. That's fun. Ooh, mechanics. That is fun, actually. All right. Okay, so there's some good stuff in our local area. We're not going to grab everything because we do live right here. Hello, sir. Oh, you want to go back in? All right, that's fine. You go ahead. You do that. And I know I'm searching in a little bit of an erratic pattern, but... Oh, there he is. But I just want to make sure that my local area is not crawling. At the same time as not overexerting ourselves here. I will be collecting watches as we go. The digital watches, just so that once we've read Electric 1, we can easily go in and just disassemble a bunch. Because I don't know why, but it legitimately feels like they have massively nerfed the instances of the generator mag showing up. So I've had far more luck since we've gone to build 42 in just trying to level up to electrical 3. Now, I'm not the strongest whenever it comes to combat in this game. I hold my own, I think, but I'm not going to say that I'm top tier or anything. Well, that's where you are. And as I said, this is my first time trying to record at the same time as playing. So you're going to have to bear with me here. I will probably be making lots of mistakes, and I will probably also manage to somehow not be entertaining. But we do what we can. All right. Well, they've done something to the sound in this game where you can, I swear, it sounds like they're right on top of you whenever they're on the other side of the map, practically. Which is super unnerving whenever you're using headphones. Okay. Oh, hello. Where'd you come from? Come here, buddy. Nothing huge. Okay. Let's check this car. It'd be really nice to get a car on day one, wouldn't it? I mean, I'm certainly not counting on it, but I'd be okay with it. Okay. Oh, there you are. I knew I could hear you. Oh, what you got in your key ring? Okay, I'll take the bottle opener. I'm gonna imagine that's for this house. No. Alright. Where'd you come from? Maybe next door? Ooh. Fire station's always a little bit packed. Oh, we could probably get out the, we could probably get out the handy-dandy garden fork and take care of a few of those before they break our fence. But for the moment, let's just take care of the ones that are right in front of us. Alright. Another residence key. Okay. Yep. I'm getting a little bit panicked. Let's just take a little walk, shall we? I'm just gonna walk over here. If any of them follow us, we're just bringing them on a little bit of a journey. Because it's day one, guys. We don't need to go over the top here. I'm not good at keeping track of my panic, for that matter. Especially whenever I'm trying to also be somewhat entertaining. Oh. Alright. There we go. You're in pretty good shape. We'll take you. Alright, there's another digital watch. Another residence key. Bet you it's for this one with the door open anyway. Okay, and I don't think any of them followed us, so we're doing okay. Let's see what's up in that backpack. Nope. You know, books are handy. We can take books. I don't mind books. Both in real life and in a game, they are very handy to have. Did see this guy up here with a bag as well, but I don't think we're going to go do that. We're a little bit panicked. A little bit overwhelmed. I think we're just going to head back down here. Let's make sure we're not being followed. No. Got a little guy by our fence. Yeah, let's just try and get this local area nice and clean. Oh, no holes in that one. we've got a bunch over here. See if we can manage to only get a couple. Yeah, 3. Alright. Looks like one of them slow as molasses in January, anyhow, so that's fine. It'll take him a year or 2 to catch up with us. Just gonna back up and swing. What did I say about not being very good? Not the combat. I also normally play with multi-hit on, which is a bit of a different beast than this. I don't know why I took it off. It's like I'm trying to prove a point or something. I don't know. Let's see. What do you got on your key ring? Another resonance key. Alright. Ooh, another hand fork. Oh no, that's a hand fork. Yeah. It's not a garden fork. Not as excited. Okay. What do you got on you? Nothing much. Feel like I should be looking at the money. You know. It's just not something I collect. Normally I'm collecting, like, the rubber ducks. Okay. Nope. Let's get some distance here. Need something a little bit more likely to critical. You ever feel like you're bitten off more than you can chew? It's kind of how I'm feeling right now. Those moodles are stacking up. That's okay. Got a couple of slowpokes here. Hopefully the rest of them will kind of lose interest in me. Ooh. Cheeky. I feel like I'm getting every single residence key in the world and absolutely no vehicles. There we go. Alright. Let's just kind of sneak back inside. Maybe get ourselves a cupboard where we're going to keep all of these electronic things that we collect. Okay, and then we're going to go put our extra clothes over here. And there's no real good place for books in this one, unfortunately. So we're just going to put our mechanics just on the ground here. Okay, so take off our dust mask. Fill up our... Oh. Where do we have a sports bottle? I didn't know we had a sports bottle. How did we get a sports bottle? Oh, it must have been in the bag. Okay, all right. Okay. Well, don't worry about the empty mug then. Okay. Yeah, we need some food. What do we got? Let's just make ourselves a beef patty. And then we're going to just try and find some sheets to cover up those windows. I can't remember if I saw any up here, but we could probably take some of the extra curtains. I'm not planning on using this room. There we go. And just close this door. That should be good. And then we're not planning on using this room either, so we'll just take off this curtain as well. And then we'll go downstairs and just make sure that we're covered for especially the areas right by the couch. Frankly, if I'm chilling on the couch, I do not want to have to be dealing with a horde. I feel like some of the furniture placement in this game could use a little bit of tweaking, because I feel like there's areas where you can't get through that I feel like you should be able to. Alright, let's check and see how our burger's doing. Okay, we're doing okay. So, we can't really wash down here because our water is already out on day 1. But that's alright. We can always use the bathtubs in our neighbors' houses until we can get a more permanent water solution set up. I don't know if we're going to bother with that here because I'm not sure this is going to be our permanent base. It might. We'll see. But for the moment, I don't know. Alright, so for the rest of the day, we're going to grab some food. And then we're going to probably just chill and call this successful first day. Maybe do some reading. Let's see, what do we got so far? Yeah, we've killed 32 zombies in 6 hours. I would call that a pretty good first day. I'm sure there's others who could put me completely to shame, but I'm going to call that a win. I'm a little bit paranoid about burning my food, guys, so that's why I'm keeping an eye on this. I just don't want to have to worry about burnt food. Especially in the beginning, whenever you're trying to... When you're trying to get set up, it's just not the vibe. Alright. Let's see, there was books down here, wasn't there? I could have swore there was some books. There we go. Okay, maintenance. Yeah, alright. I think that's pretty much it for the moment. What we could theoretically do is get some planks on the windows. I don't know that that's terribly necessary right now, but that might be a mission for later since we've got Do we have a hammer? I don't think we have a hammer. Hammer, 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 hammer. Nope, nope. No. I think we got a blacksmith hammer, but I think that's about it. Alright, well, 'tis what it is, I guess. Alright, what else do we have on us that's so heavy? What do we got? 2 unwieldy 2-drive nails. Alright, so we're gonna call this our weapons cupboard for the moment. What else do we got here? Why am I heavy? I don't understand why I'm heavy. I do not have much. I've got literally a book, 2 books, some rags. A dust mask. Why am I heavy? 3 keys? There's no way that's it. No, that's not it. Oh, that. Yeah, I forgot to actually take all the stuff from my... That's... No. I understand now. Okay, that's why. Okay, so we're going to reclaim that sling bag. And we're going to put that, I think, on the back window. There we go. Just not used to getting a hiking tag on day 1. Okay, now, I am very sorry about this for everybody who enjoys an extremely clean base. However, without a bookcase, this is the most convenient place for my books to be. When we figure out a more permanent solution for that, then we can put them in a more neat and tidy place. I'm going to just favorite a few of these so I don't accidentally drop them. We will eventually get, hopefully, somewhere to keep all of our first aid stuff on us. But for the moment, we're just going to favorite it in our main bag so we don't accidentally drop it if we ever transfer all into a vehicle. All right. Okay, there's nothing else I can research here? No, I don't think so. No. Okay. All right, so we're going to just have a seat. No, we do not want to sleep. We want to sit down. There we go. I still think that is probably my favorite thing about Build 42, the ability to just have a seat on actual furniture as opposed to sitting on the floor. Well, probably not my favorite thing, but it's definitely up there. Okay, well, we're going to leave our girl Cristina just reading, trying to get a little bit less on edge. And I think we're going to call it there, guys. So I hope you have enjoyed my first attempt at doing anything like this and watching me play Zomboid in, not the best, but not the worst fashion. We will pick up with Cristina on day 2, but I think that's it for now. So we'll see you later. Bye.